Hello YouTube. Okay, so this time we're going to be in for a doozy. Here's this video called Yao Sakai Studios, and here's a small clip that I'm going to try to replicate in Sony Vegas. Just that part. It's like, what is going on? The text, it's all up to you. What I'm going to focus on is the circles here and the picture frame stuff over there. So, if you take a look at it, you don't have to see that part. So, so that's all I'm going to do. So, let's go to Sony Vegas, and I'm starting from scratch this way. Okay, so in Sony Vegas, when you start off new, my suggestion is go to Properties, and I am going to actually make it smaller. 640 by 360, maybe 25 frames per second, because it's going to take a lot of memory when I'm going to do it, and I want to show good resolution. So, that's what that's for. Okay, so to start it off, let's do the background. So media generator, solid color. Let's just stick in a color. Change the color to like this neat little orange. I actually don't know what color it was. I'm just doing that. Now I'm pressing Ctrl Shift Q to create a new layer. So now this one we're going to do the circles. So what I would do is 3, 4. I would add 4 layers and add one more. So what you want to do is with those 4 layers, you want to make them all children of that top one. And now, the order of the colors, I believe it was green. We need a gray. And we need, oh, black's on top. Oops. It's white first, then black. Okay. So, I'm going to select all these medias by control clicking all of them. And I'm going to add a Sony Vegas effect called Cookie Cutter. Here's Cookie Cutter right there. Just stick in the circle one onto all of them. Okay, so I actually don't know which one that one is for. So you want to make them all different sizes. So in this one, let's just make it like 0.05. Well, the key to what you want, because you want to rotate it later, you want everything to be in the frame. So you don't want a circle to be too big that it cuts out over here. So you want it small enough, yeah, big enough. So that's a challenge. Okay, now they have all of this, and as you may have noticed, they start changing sizes. So in Sony Vegas 12, how you would do that is let's click and then move the cursor to about, let's say, maybe 3 seconds. So 3 seconds in, make it probably 0.025 bigger. That's what I would do anyway. And let's try something like change it from linear to something else so it doesn't go, it goes or something, I don't know. Just makes it more interesting. So what we want, move it in 3 seconds, change the size by increasing it by 0.025, and change it. I'm just choosing different frame rates, or changing it by different fades. That's what it's called. Just so they'll all happen at a different time. Fast fade. Maybe I should do slow fade. Yeah, let me try slow fade. And then now for the last one. Go to 5. And change this to probably smooth or maybe linear. I don't know. So now if we want a RAM preview of this, that's what it does, which is probably what we want. We should probably shorten this to only 3 seconds too, because it's very fast. Why did I only move one? I want to move all of them. Oh well. Okay, so this will be a 3 second long clip, but I will show you as quick as I can. Okay, so in order to save space, we need to be very organized because we're going to do a ton of layers. So that's background. This would be circles, but we want to group them together call it circles. And then we can collapse it. Woo! Okay, so now the circles track's out of the way. Now time for the really tough part. Control Shift Q to add new layer. So how many layers do we need? We need like a lot. But okay, so I don't know if I got enough, but make them all a child of this one big one. Okay, so now let's add in a bunch of stuff. So first thing we need is a black layer. Duration 3 seconds, I guess. And then on top of that, we'll have a green. 3 seconds in. Okay, and then let's take a picture. I need to find a picture. Probably should be a picture. Let's try that. And then, wait, no, we need a black one underneath it. I'm just imagining it in my head. Duration of 3 seconds. Oh, no, what am I doing? Okay. There we go, now everything's at the beginning, and we need text. So I'm just going to choose random text on top. And let's call it no way for no reason. We should probably do that first. Make it smaller, add an outline. And that's not what I want. Make it really dark. And it's pretty thick, right? Okay, there we go. So now let's go in shaping some of these. So the black one, actually, how big did I make it? 321.5. Okay. And let's bring the sides of this one down. Oh, we might want to see that. Then just add a little black frame around it. Now the next one, we'll bring it down a bit more, maybe possibly rotate it. Then add the chibi picture. Possibly rotate it into it. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're just messing around. And move this around. Be like, no way can we do this in Sony Vegas. Okay. Whew. Now that wasn't hard enough, was it? Okay, so now what I want to do is replicate all of that. So what I'm doing is I select here, then I hold shift, click up here, and select everything in between. So what we want to do is duplicate the track and then duplicate again because we want 3 of them. So now there's 3 of those right there. And okay, now here's the crazy part. Click the top one, click Control Shift Q, add one more, and make that a parent to that. I wish these would become or stay parents or kids like they're supposed to. So now we have all these parent to this one, and we want all the other ones to be parents to that one. So we'll just go through, parent all of them together. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. I like how we have an extra layer even though we don't need it. I should get rid of it eventually. Just wait, it'll happen. I wish there was a shortcut that I know to make them either parent or child. But as of now, this is the only way I know. So let's go delete that extra layer because we don't need it. delete, delete, and delete. Okay. Okay, I got 3 minutes left. Okay, so what we have is first we need to set up these three so that they can match each other. So I actually wrote it all down because crazy like that. I have no idea why I started playing, but okay. So initial steps, setup. First we need to make a 3D source alpha. So position would be 250, 15, and 150. And the orientation, -45. Okay. That's the first one. Next one, make it a 3D source. Keep it at 0. Go to 15 for the Y. For the Z would be 250. And no orientation. Okay. Now for 14, make sure it's 3D source. Let's try -250, 15, and 150. And now the rotation on the y-axis to be 45. There we go. So you should just mess around with that, see what you get. Now for the circles, do the same thing, make a 3D source alpha, and for the position of the Y, go -80, position of the Z, -150, then rotation of X, -80. Okay. Then go in 3 seconds and change the Y to -100 and -50, and X rotation to be 0, I guess. Not sure why I did that. Okay. So that's the circles. Now let's head on back up to the very top one. The mother of all parents, the parents of the parents. Change it to 3D source and change these quantities. So what we have here is on the first keyframe, Z is 100 and the orientation is 10. But then go in 3 seconds, and now Z is 0 and X is 0. Okay. Actually, I'm going to change this to fast. Okay. Now, let's go back down to the circles, and I'm going to go change this to -85, because from 0 to -85, because I think I messed up there. Anyway, this is the final project. I'm going to press Shift B so it will pre-render all of this. And you can change the numbers and everything, but the whole idea was there's going to be a bunch of these 3D stuff that goes on. So when we see it, wah, and then you can imagine all the text popping up and everything. So that'll be even more layers. And so yeah, so that's how you could do the 3D stuff in Sony Vegas. It's pretty cool. Takes a lot of work, a lot of layers, a lot of organization, but you can pull off a 3-second clip like that. If you have any other tutorials or any questions that you want me to cover, feel free and ask away. Meanwhile, have a great day. Bye.